Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson are headed to Netflix. Now,
I think Tank is going to sleep Shakur Stevenson. That's just what I see.
The mega fight between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson on Netflix had the potential to be one of the biggest moments in modern boxing, with strong promotion possibly drawing up to 150 million viewers worldwide, and a pre-fight documentary series could amplify the hype, turning it into a global event and one of the most watched boxing matches in the streaming era.
Now you're trying to name call, so I gotta bake another one. And I'm gonna continue where I left off. Because if you watch my video, the 175, I told you in that video, I don't know. I don't know if it's his weight. I don't know if it's not his weight. I was like, either it's his weight and that's heavy, or it's not his weight and he's lying. Now he's claiming basically he lied. Whoop-de-doo. Good job, Shakur. You lied to the public on your story and, you know, played some kind of game or trolled. Like, most people that are going to do something like that, they'll troll, and then like maybe the next story will be like, nah, I'm just playing, JK, just kidding, ha ha ha.
Gervonta Davis is predicted to knock out Shakur Stevenson, according to a boxing analyst who dismissed concerns from Tim Bradley and Paulie Malignaggi, citing Stevenson's recent performances as the main reason for that prediction.
All the talk about Shakur going, you know, do this. I saw Tim Bradley say Shakur gonna beat Gervonta Tank Davis. Paulie Malignaggi said the same thing. You know, look, I get it. You know, Shakur Stevenson has reached the heights of, he's a very skillful guy, right? His last fight, his last showing was very poor. You know what I'm saying? He didn't box, he ran the whole, you know, fight. And now he's taking on the mindset of, oh, I'm gonna get aggressive. If he do that, I'm telling you, even against Harunian, if that man try to get aggressive and try to come forward and do all that, he getting stopped. Shakur Stevenson, don't get baited into that stuff. Fight your fight. Bye.
Shakur Stevenson outlined his conditions for a fight with Gervonta Davis, insisting on a fair weight, no rehydration clause, and strict testing, showing he's fully willing to step into the ring and make the fight happen.
Be at a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from me actually beating him. So he could come in, long as he make the actual weight, I'll be with it. But it's gonna have to be a lot of testing. It's gonna have to be like some real testing, and I'm with it. Like, let's make it happen there.
Gervonta Davis derided Shakur Stevenson as an easy opponent, dismissing his defensive style as mere retreat and evasion, not genuine skill.
Nah, for sure. Do you think that's gonna be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah?
Wow.
Cause he a good boxer, nigga. Like, that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right,
his power not outrageous.
Okay.
His what defense?
You don't think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. Go look at his fights.
So you
I
feel
probably
like
put
that's
him on
easy
game.
work?
Yeah,
Hold on, but you feel like it's easy work though. You like.
Come on.
Inside the gym, Floyd Mayweather doesn't just train. He turns it into a masterclass in dedication, with music blasting and cameras rolling. But the moment the bell rings, everything changes, and it's all focus, intensity, and serious business. Shakur Stevenson turned criticism of his boring fights into a compliment, saying it actually shows his dominance and exposes how outmatched his opponents really are.
Fight, and people were using the word boring, which is why over the last couple of fights, you stood right in the ring. You weren't running from anybody.
That's a compliment.
I understand. That's what I'm asking. That's where I'm coming. How did you feel when you were hearing people say that stuff?
It's a compliment.
Because
it's like, okay, you got an NBA team, right? They go smash people 128 to 70 points every time they go out there.
Right.
That's boring to watch, right?
Yeah.
That's boring for you to watch, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not competitive.
Yeah, it's not competitive.
That's my fights. It's you're complimenting me when you say, oh, he's boring. I'm making guys like Tio look like nothing.
Does it ever make you feel compelled to make fights more interesting?
I did my fight before this. I fought Williams Zepeda. I stood in the pocket.
Yep.
I took some punches for the fans. I showed them where my heart was at, and I got that in my arsenal if I need it.
Shakur Stevenson suggested that several top fighters were hesitant to face him, worried about being exposed on a big stage, but he stayed composed and didn't name anyone directly. When fighters were brought up, he avoided speculation, emphasizing that Ryan Garcia needs to back up his callouts with action, and that with Devin Haney, the truth will only come out once the fight is signed and the lights are on.
To get embarrassed.
Well,
He got embarrassed for y'all.
You on the Stephen A. Smith show? You on the Stephen A. Smith show, bro? So give it to me. Give me names. Who's scared to get embarrassed? Who Teofimo was it? Who's scared to get embarrassed? I need names.
I'm not a names guy. Like I can't keep.
Can I say the names?
You could call it.
I'm asking. Can I
call
say
whatever names you want?
Gervonta Davis scared?
Hey man, like I said, I don't speak on that dude.
Is Ryan Garcia scared?
He been saying my name lately. Let's see if he really stick with it.
Is Devin Haney scared?
We'll see. We'll see. It'll come to fruition on fight night, or when it's time to.
Gervonta Davis is set to return to the ring for a major fight, according to his coach Kelvin Ford, and he's ready to take on any opponent, including current champions and even retired legends like Floyd Mayweather.
Ain't gone nowhere. Tank is still here. And I guarantee you something gonna happen. Everybody missed Tank fight. You know, when he come back, it gotta be the right fight because we wanna entertain. Things happen for a reason to make a person much stronger. One of the guys that y'all truly love is not in the mix right now, but he will be back in the mix. Y'all gotta remember, Tank been doing this shit since he was 7 years old. Sometimes you need that reset. Him being away, you know, going through things that he been going through, this crazy ass stuff. You know, he looks happy. He looks happy.
Terrence Crawford praised Gervonta Davis as a smart, explosive fighter who can box as effectively as he hits, calling his devastating power the toughest challenge Shakur Stevenson has faced. When asked who hits the hardest among today's elite, Crawford didn't hesitate. He named Davis, a fact the boxing world already recognizes.
One thing I can say about Tank is he's smart. He can box and he's explosive. I see that being Shakur's toughest fight because of the power.
Who the most powerful out of them three?
Tank, hands down.
Okay.
Everybody know Tank.
As the conversation shifted to strategy, Timothy Bradley emphasized that styles ultimately shape outcomes in boxing, noting that Shakur Stevenson recently showed a willingness to trade punches in the pocket against high-volume opponents, absorbing shots and countering, but warning that approach won't work against heavier punchers or elite counter specialists. Bradley suggested Stevenson will need to rely more on movement, precise positioning, and controlled counters while protecting his hands, hinting he could evolve into a calculated, Floyd Mayweather-style technician focused on precision, defense, and smart victories instead of risky exchanges.
Let's make fights as well. You know, just because Shakur stood there against this guy inside the pocket, you know, high volume puncher, absorbed for shots countered. He can't do that with another guy, you know, who's a little bit more of a bigger puncher or bigger threat, you know, or, that's a damn, you know, real good counter puncher. He's gonna have to be a little bit more savvy inside the ring and use his movement, you know, offset him and counter, you know, effectively. So I'm not expecting Shakur to have this type of performance every time he set foot in the ring. But, you know, moving forward, I'm thinking possibly we're gonna see that, you know, hit, get out of the way, hit, counter, you know, because these hands, man, they're not gonna hold up. So he's gonna turn a little bit into more of a Mayweather type of fighter where he's just, hey, he's in it, he's point fighting, and he's.
When analyzing a potential fight between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, the analyst picked Stevenson without hesitation, saying that based purely on styles, he would choose Shakur every time, citing his defensive sharpness and growing offensive confidence as a clear advantage over a fighter who throws fewer punches. However, he also noted that if Davis stays focused, his accuracy and fight-changing power make him dangerous, and one clean shot could instantly shift the fight, leaving the real question of how Stevenson would react to a punch that could alter the entire rhythm of the bout.
if that Gervonta Davis get in the ring with Shakur, I got Shakur all day, 7 days a week. But if we get in all the way locked in, Tank Davis, it's a little bit more of a difficult fight. You know, if you really think about the style matchup between these two, you got one of the best defensive fighters, if not the best defensive fighter in the game. You got one of the most accurate fighters, you know, power punches in the game as well. But you have one that throws less punches. He probably out of many of these top guys at 135 pounds, he throws the least amount of punches. You got a guy like Shakur who showed you that he has offense. You know, I think stylistically would favor Shakur, you know, based upon his defense and his offense now. But again, all the way locked in, all it takes is one. You know, and if he lands that one, man, it could, I don't know, could be bad for Shakur, it could be not. Maybe Shakur takes it. You know what I mean? We really haven't seen Shakur get hit with something that, you know, that really got his attention.
On the other side of the ring, Gervonta Davis has one of the most dangerous physiques in boxing. Compact, explosive, and built for knockouts. And though he's often shorter than his opponents, he makes up for it with broad shoulders, powerful legs, and a rock-solid core that delivers massive torque on every punch. Gervonta Davis's physique isn't about being big, it's about how every muscle works efficiently, giving him the ability to deliver punches with incredible speed and game-changing power. As the talk turned to the future, Coach Bernie stated clearly that he's aiming for the biggest fights. With Shakur Stevenson ready to face either Gervonta Davis or Lamont Roach, and Roach's reputation growing, the timing couldn't be better.
Let's get the fight going. I mean, look, like he said, I'm ready to fight Tank or Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach got a big name right now. His name is buzzing. Tank, of course, you know, but hell, let's get the Shakur fight. Let's get the Tank fight. That's what we want to see. Stop playing around. What's this? Fuck, the summer almost over, bro. It's about to be the fall, man. I don't know. That's what I would want to see. You want to have your approval in yourself, but you want to have the people's approval too. You know what I mean? And I know them fighters, they desperately seek that because at the end of the day, they want to be calculated up there. You know what I mean? And man, I want to say just keep them active, keep them fighting, and just watching.
Addressing the tension with Floyd Mayweather Jr., Gervonta Davis explained that he only reacted because Floyd had been taking shots at him, and once he noticed, he couldn't ignore it. He stressed that he never approached Mayweather without reason, but he defended himself when targeted. When asked if it was just a big brother, little brother disagreement, Tank rejected that, saying he had already surpassed Floyd at a younger age and revealed he had a deal in place Floyd didn't even know about, claiming it was bigger than anything Mayweather had ever signed and promising the numbers would speak for themselves when it was announced.
You off that he was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him, and I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet, but that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing.
This is exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal.
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
Then rumors surfaced that Gervonta Davis had been in talks with Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s daughter, and for Davis, that marked a turning point. Whether true or not, the gossip had already caused damage, putting him at odds with boxing's most powerful family and signaling a major shift in their strained relationship.
They were saying I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was the downfall of y'all career? I mean, y'all.
No, it was a
relationship,
down.
not-
Yeah, it was.
After Shakur Stevenson's latest win, Shawn Porter shared his thoughts on Stevenson's next step, warning against moving up to face Conor Benn. He noted that while Stevenson could outbox Benn, the heavier weight punches hit differently and carry real risks. Porter added that the fight fans are really waiting for is Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis, and, when asked who would win, he didn't hesitate to call it a 50-50 matchup.
Of course, next move should be.
Shouldn't be to move up and challenge Conor Benn. He can outbox Conor. He can, outstyle him and all that kind of stuff. But, that's a different punch than the 35, 30, 26 punch. It is. Your body can withstand, even get hit on the shoulders and the arms and stuff like that. But a 47-pound punch on your arms and your shoulders, that's a little bit different, But outside of that, yeah, we still want that Tank Davis fight. I'm ready for that one.
Who wins?
It's a great fight, man. Tactically, I absolutely love that fight. Tank got business to deal with Lamont. Ain't no telling he gonna actually win that one, man. That's a great fight too. I don't know who wins with Tank and Shakur, man.
Looking ahead, Shanzel gave Gervonta Davis the edge if he were to face Shakur Stevenson, praising Tank's complete skill set, power, and ring IQ that make him a serious challenge for anyone. Zittel added that whether he fights Stevenson or Keshan Davis, Tank's ability to adapt and control the fight with his all-around game gives him a clear advantage, making him one of the toughest opponents in the division.
Shakur versus Keyshawn, Shakur versus Gervonta Davis. I give the edge to Gervonta. I think he's showing a little bit more completeness, well, versatility. He can go forward, he can go back, that kind of thing. And not to say Shakur can't go forward. He had against Artem. He did in this fight. He's done it in spots. But I think Tank has shown us to do it a little bit higher.
The debate is heating up, and boxing fans can't wait. With matchups like Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, the fallout with Floyd, and the next moves from these champions, the stakes are higher than ever. The talent, tension, and anticipation are through the roof, and the story is far from over. Stay updated on every fight, rumor, and development by subscribing and turning on notifications so you never miss the action.